Everybody, welcome back to TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One. Today I just want to sit and chat with you again. We're all in this together. We're going through a period of isolation. There's a lot of feelings that go along with that. I want to offer you 10 different ways to stay safe and sane during this period of isolation. Coming up. I'm making this video for all of my friends out there that are in isolation, just like me. Whether you work or whether you don't work, you really need to have some coping skills and you need to be able to mentally be strong during this time, especially if this is very new to you. Now, like with me, I work from home and I'm generally home every day. We don't socialize a whole lot. I'm just a homebody. I prefer to be home. So this isn't a real big change for me, but for so many of you out there that are used to going to work every day, having your social circles, maybe going to some social gatherings in the evenings and weekends, this can be a real change for you. So how do you cope with that? How do you stay mentally strong? And I have a few suggestions that I used when I was taking care of my son for 3 months in Georgia. He had a really bad motorcycle accident. He had a traumatic brain injury. He had broken hip and limbs and scrapes and scratches, and he couldn't see because his eye was messed up. And so it was about a 3-month period of time where my life was just turned upside down. All of a sudden I was isolated in his home there, and I was his main and only caretaker during that time. I had to get him to his appointments. I had to care for his every need. And it was very much life-changing. So the first thing that I want to suggest to you, that if you're in isolation and you are experiencing a little trauma from that, when you get up in the morning, make your bed. Routines are so important, and how you start your day is going to set the tone for the rest of the day. So I suggest making your bed. It's a little piece of productivity. You can't get up in the morning and make your bed and not be productive the rest of the day and not accomplish things, not have that mindset. It makes you feel so good when you're productive and you can accomplish even the smallest of little goals each and every day. Next, I want you to consider exercise. So maybe you are in isolation now. Maybe you had a gym membership that you love to go to daily or however frequently, and now you can't go because of some of these mandatory shutdowns. And gyms are little petri dishes for germs anyway, so you really want to protect yourself by staying at home. You may not have your regular equipment, you may not have your regular friend group within a gymnasium, but you will be able to still exercise. Exercise is so important. It gets the oxygen flowing, it releases endorphins. You just generally have a more positive outlook when you exercise. So building exercise into your routine in any shape or fashion is really going to help you deal with some of the isolation. So I recommend that maybe you find a YouTube video or a workout video of some sort that you can do some floor exercises in front of your television. Maybe you have some dumbbells at home. If you're like me, well, I have a lot of exercise equipment at home because I use it religiously every single day. I have an elliptical, I have a treadmill, and I have some free weights for strength training, things like that. But if you don't have the equipment, do look up a video. And there's even some social apps where you can actually work out with others, leaning up against the countertop and doing some push-ups right there just to strengthen the triceps, doing some push-ups on the floor. You don't need a lot of equipment to stay in shape. And if you just get your breath elevated a little bit, yoga is another good one. I do a Pilates workout that really strengthens the core, and I gotta tell you, that's a great workout. It does elevate your heart rate. It's not exactly cardiovascular, but it is a lot of good strength training, and it stretches those muscles and oxygenates them. The side benefit of staying fit also is that your immune system will stay strong. So the next thing I suggest is that in this day and age of all this technology, and thank goodness whatever is going on here does not interrupt our internet service and our utilities, because we can stay connected with one another through social apps. So you've got your standard social media platforms, your YouTube Twitter, Facebook, you know the drill. And there's also a lot of private private social apps out there too. One that I use with some friends is called Marco Polo, and it's just a video chat, like a video message chat. It's not live, but I can send you a video message and then you listen to it when you can and then get back and forth. FaceTime and things like that is actually live. You can play online games with your friends in certain platforms. So I would just urge you to stay connected socially through safe activities like the internet and social apps. My husband is home because he was displaced when they shut down the restaurants and bars. His business depends on that feeder business from those dine-in patrons, so he is laid off at this time. And he's already got himself a big list. I didn't give it to him, guys. This is his. It's not a honey-do list. It's his list. So he's going to do some projects. And he's got his projects all outlined, things that he wants to accomplish and do. And I think that's wonderful. It's a really good way to stay mentally fit. Having a project gives you purpose in your day. And if you have purpose and productivity in your day, you're going to stay mentally fit. So clean out your basement, organize a room, go through all of your old photographs and get those organized, and really enjoy the trip down memory lane. I think there's some really worthy projects that you can find very easily in your home that will keep you occupied and productive. So let's not forget about your diet during this time. So if you find yourself at home now all of the time, you might tend to reach for more food because the food will give you a little bit of a boost. It will occupy your hands and your mouth. You feel you might get a little bit of a serotonin boost from sugar or from whatever it is that you're eating, but that can really be counterproductive in a couple of different ways. I know we just got the junk food out of the house. Occasionally we have some sweets around for now and then, but when you're home all day, sometimes that now and then turns into now and then and all day long. So you want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for a good diet. Having a variety of fruits and vegetables and fresh foods is important. And if during this time you find it hard to get out to the grocery, just make sure you have a well-balanced diet and that you're not overdoing your portions. So the side benefit of that is going to be that you're going to keep your immune system running strong. This might be a really good time also for you to experiment with new recipes. If you have the ingredients and you just never found yourself with the time that you could really experiment with cooking, now might be the time to do that. And I think that there's a real satisfaction that comes with being able to cook a meal or a particular dish that you find that you really, really enjoy and that will probably remain in your food menus for times to come. A lot of you have that creative culinary flair. So try out a new recipe from online or something. I think that you would really enjoy doing that. And if you could just set a time where you would make something different 5 times this week that you've never made before. Maybe it's a dish that is completely foreign to you that you've never tried. I think that would really do well to boost your mental health and keep your creativity going. Another thing too is if you're used to doing a lot with your brain during the day for your job, an idle brain is not a healthy brain. So you might want to do maybe some crosswords, or there's so many different online games that will help you with your memory and your cognition. They'll keep you sharp and they'll just really exercise those muscles that you may not be using right now. And engage with your pet. My pet, I work from home, and my cat, Neko, she's just with me all the time, 24/7. We have our routines. We've kind of built our routines around each other. I'll take out her little string toy, squeak toy, and we play. So playing with your pet, engaging with your pet is so much fun. It builds a beautiful bond that you really need right now during some social isolation. And it's so good for you and your pet. So play with your pet, go outdoors and walk your pet. Just have a really good bonding period with them right now. Another thing that can help you get through this is don't let your normal routines go. You're home all day now, and you're more likely to produce clutter and dishes and things around the house. So stay on top of that housework. It makes you feel terrible and lousy when you are not motivated to clean up or to declutter or to make sure that those dishes are clean before you go to bed. And because there's more of it now than there used to be, it might even seem overwhelming. But do it a little bit at a time. Set aside time, like after breakfast this morning, I'm going to get rid of these dishes. I'm going to do the dishes. And then let's see, it's Tuesday, so that's my sweeping day. I'm going to sweep the whole house, get all the carpets done. I might clean the bathrooms on Wednesday. Have yourself a schedule so that you stay on top of your housework, because if you don't, I really feel like that's going to impede on your good mental health. So we talked about being productive, we talked about your diet, we talked about exercising, and just getting a sense of accomplishment in every single day. So now what? It's time to relax and enjoy. Just like you did when you came home from work and after dinner and the dishes were done, maybe you and your husband, like we do, we sit and we watch a show that we have recorded or something from the night before, and it's just our dessert. That is our downtime. That is something that we indulge in and look forward to. And we're taking care of ourselves in all areas of our life, so this is just a real treat. So once you've been productive and you really feel like you've earned it, go ahead and tune in. Let's watch a couple movies on Netflix, play a video game, read your favorite book, watch wig review videos. There's a lot you can do to reward yourself for that. And you can also mark time, because when I relax with my husband in the evenings, it really prepares me to sleep. I have a lot of sleep issues, a lot of insomnia. And I know that if I don't wind down properly in the evening, then it's going to be even harder for me to get a good night's sleep. So rewarding yourself with the kind of things that you enjoy doing in your home is really going to help. So thanks for joining me today. That was at least 10 ways that you can stay safe and sane while in isolation during this time. Everybody have a wonderful day. Be safe, be well. We'll talk soon at TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One.